Brothers came to our school, man. Brothers came to our school. Whether they knew our school was right there or not.
Nah, I'm gonna keep it real.
Go ahead.
They came to our school in folly and wickedness, man, because this is what they do. They got a propensity of doing this, right? Offending brothers. Because they look at themselves as high, let me take off my hat, that's how you know I'm not playing. Right? I'm gonna keep it a bean. They got a history, a propensity of going into other brothers' territories, stepping on them, and saying, we the real Brews, we the real Hebrews, or they don't call themselves Hebrews, we the real Israelites, we're gonna come here and give y'all the real word. So we're gonna disregard y'all and step over y'all. As the scripture, disregard the scriptures. The scriptures say don't build on another man's foundation. They don't care about none of that, right? They know we right here. Anyways, we still show them love. So they passing out flyers. Oh, you guys right here. So we let them come in. Rata in the spirit say, look, man, this is a good moment for Israel. I like the spirit. Let's go ahead and piece it up and take a flick for the nation. Particularly for the new, people that's coming into the truth and see solidarity among the camps. Show them the picture real quick.
Yeah, show them the picture.
We take a picture with these brothers. Within an hour, it get took down from leadership. Nate, I'm calling you out because you the top dog, right? You're going to stand next to some wicked ass. You're going to stand next to some wicked ass. Now show the other picture. You're going to stand next to some wicked idolatry, skinhead people that don't keep the commandments whatsoever.
Say what? Because some people might not know what we talking about.
Oh, yeah.
They just got together.
Get the video.
They just got together with the Nation of Islam on a video, stood in solidarity. Get the video.
This is a direct quote from Bishop Nathaniel himself. This is his page.
Here, let me turn it around.
Turn it around.
What did it say? IUIC and NOI join together.
So hold on. So wait a minute, Nate. You're gonna join together with people that's known idolaters, that known to pollute the minds of our people and corrupt our minds of our people with poor folly. But when it comes to your brothers, you got to take down the picture. I know y'all look at us like some less fortunate, disgruntled, wicked black Hebrew Israelites. Y'all always say that, right? But this is true. This is like, are y'all really about uniting Israelites? That's in your name. Are y'all really about uniting Israelites? Because I can't tell. Because when y'all run into Israelites, it's the opposite. It's always division and contention among y'all. Right? 2 or 3 witnesses.
First and foremost, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah HaKodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of GMS who I learned from. Shalom to the hopeful elect, preaching his word in truth with sincerity. Right, to the 12 tribes scattered abroad. To the diaspora, right, what we know on this side of the hemisphere as the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. And to you rips, you sisters out there learning in silence and staying in order, we say to you all, Shalom. So, as you know, I'm very familiar with this type of, this buffoonery, for lack of better words, because, as some might know, and those who know me know that I came from, when I first came into this thing, right, I was under Sakari. Right, because Sakari is under GMS. Well, not under GMS, but came out of GMS. It's a break off. Right, so I didn't really know much. I was naive. I was in the same spirit from when I first learned who I was. I was also in the Zephaniah 2 spirit. Matter of fact, I'm going to read it because just in case brothers never read it before. Bear with me. So when I was coming up with this thing, this is like one of the precepts that they will always quote, right? To say that it's okay for all of us to love each other and be under one roof and to, basically just tolerate Israel just because they're Israel, man. That's not the case, right? It says here, Zephaniah chapter 2, verse 1 says, gather yourselves together. Yeah, gather together, O nation not desire. Right, they will use that. Right, but it's one thing to come together, right? But it's one thing to come together only for barbecues and holidays and then teach different doctrines. That's not what that was intended for, right? It's to come together under one roof, one mind, one doctrine. All that come together and love each other, right? Bringing all these kind of demons under one roof, just it's really not wise, man. This is 2 Corinthians chapter 13 and verse 11. Finally, brethren, farewell. Be perfect. Be of good comfort. Be of one mind. Right? And that be of one mind is the key. See, you are to be like-minded with the people in your congregation, right? The people who you go out and teach with, congregate. You don't want to go to Passover with another camp and you don't even know what kind of demons lie behind the walls of their congregation, right? There's been a lot of abuse of members secretly in all organizations, man. Whether it be Islam, whether it be Christianity, you know what I mean. So you don't really know, man. You don't know who you're letting in, and that's why it's important to be of one mind, right? Because you guys can hold each other to the same standard, right? It says, "Live in peace, and the Lord, the Lord of love and peace shall be with you." Right? It's real simple, right? When we stay in this chapter here, we go to chapter 6, verse 14 says, "Be ye not unequally yoked together with unbelievers." Right? So Nate does not believe or no longer believes in the name Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. Right? He always says JC a lot. Right? I don't know what his stance is now because I know that man, he flips, how he feels, and you know what I mean? Like, he changes his doctrines, so to speak. That's another topic, right? But it says here, "Be not unequally yoked together with unbelievers." Right? They don't believe the same as other camps. So, whatever that camp name is, BOW, right? Knows this about them, right? And then you wanna be peaceful. Yeah, you could be peaceful, but you taking pictures, right? Trying to show people that we coming together, and they beat you right in the ass, man. See, it's why I know that GMS has the 100% truth, man, because they advise the brothers about this, man. They've never been with that, let's come together and kumbaya, man. And at one point, the leader of IUIC was under Elder Apostle Tahar, man. So he basically took some of the ideas that he's learned and incorporated in his own camp, right? So IUIC does not deal with any other camp like that. But as of recently, this is recent, as they mentioned in the video, is that you have Nate and the Nation of Islam, holding posts together, which is confusing, but at the same time it's not, because both the Nation of Islam and IUIC have the exact same 50C3 charter, right? Or agreement, which is a tax exempt order, so you could run a church as a business and not get taxed for it. So let's read a little bit about what 501c3 does, right? They're not allowed to speak against governments, political powers, things that could affect the people, right? Because we know that here in Babylon that this place has not been on the up and up with the peoples, right? So there's been shady things, man. I mean, look at the Tuskegee experiments, like just the way where this place was just established in the first place, right? We got the segregations and things that happened back in the day, right? Like if you had that, if that was in place then you would be prohibited from speaking in the church and warning the people of what's going on. And that's a problem, man. That's a problem because you're not supposed to speak out, right? They put a muzzle on these pastors. They have this 501c3, right? So let's just read it, man. I'm not gonna keep bothering y'all. It says, because of legal restrictions on non-profit charitable organizations, I am not allowed to say that Donald Trump poses an existing threat to First Amendment freedoms. I believe it to be true, but as executive director of the First Amendment Coalition, the FAC, I am supposed to keep such thoughts to myself. The freedom to engage in public debate during the run-up to an election, criticizing one candidate, right? That's just basically saying, what's going on with Kamala Harris and Donald Trump. You're not supposed to talk to the congregation about stuff like that. Like, that's crazy. That's like the disciples back in the days couldn't speak against Herod, who was taxing the hell out of them back in the days. Right? It says the freedom to engage in public debate during the run-up to an election, criticizing one candidate, supporting an opponent, is taken for granted in America and rightly considered a birthright of citizenship. But this freedom does not exist for organizations like FAC that are exempt from tax under Section 501c3 of the tax code. For over 40 years, the IRS has prohibited political intervention or participation by 501c3 organizations in support of or opposition to candidates for elective office. The rules apply not only to lobbying and campaign contributions, but also to advocacy, specifically including candidates and endorsements. While this muzzling of expression is, in my view, highly suspect under the First Amendment, particularly when applied to pure speech about political matters, the nonprofit community in general takes it in stride. One hears a few complaints by nonprofits about government censorship of their political speech. So that's basically going into, presidential candidates and things of that nature. But you also can't speak about vaccines, the C-19, things of that nature. You can't go against it. And that's why you see, IUIC and ICPK pushing to allow this to happen and saying it's okay, because if they don't, their money is getting messed with, man. So now we got a problem, right? You got to make a decision whether you want to please man or the Lord, right? I mean, I didn't want to make this about a 501c3 thing. This is mostly to do with, coming together, man, and with these people. Who would want to be taking pictures with somebody who basically got a leash on, right? And at the other end of the leash is this whore, Babylon, man, just holding on to these people's necks. All right, so this is Philippians chapter 2, verse 2. Fulfill ye my joy, that ye be like-minded, having the same love, being of one accord, of one mind. Right? That's the goal, man. For you and your congregation to be of one mind, one goal, one body. Right? You can't have different camps and different sects come together, because you're always going to have, strife, right? You're always going to have people fighting amongst each other, disagreements, right? Back talking, all these other things. Right? It says verse 3, let nothing be done through strife or vainglory, right? Because then it's going to be One's gonna want to, be higher than the next. Who's gonna take leadership here? This person, you know what I mean? It's just a lot of ego checking, man. When you look at it's funny, man, because I look at IUIC, those big, 5,000 man march. They're doing the same thing as Islam, and you can see in their faces, man. Matter of fact, let me go pull up a video real quick. These men got caravans. I don't know who these people in all black are.
Share. Continue to share. Share the room back. Build it back up.
Like what? Hold on, man. What? How is this edifying the people? Vainglory, man. Where does it say to do this in the scriptures?
Walking in unity with the people of Baltimore to call for an end to violence.
This is a show, man. This is a come join my group because look at what we can do. Man, I don't want to make this about IUIC. This is not even about IUIC. But this is, the same thing that the Nation of Islam does.
It's going down. It's going down. It's going down. It's going down. It's going down.
What's going down? Look at this guy's face, man. How proud they are. Vainglory, man. It's the same. Hold on. She said, we need more handsome young men like y'all. Keep doing what you do. Did you think that these people putting on these garments, everybody buying a plane ticket, lining up for how many hours and then that woman seeing these people for that brief second, you think that changed anything in her life? Do you really think that really did something for her? No, man. She most likely went back. I'm not saying her specifically, but who knows? She would have went back to doing her damn shit that she was doing before she even got to that fucking block. So it's all vainglory, man. I'm not gonna beat a dead horse, man. Just stick to your own church, right? Stick to your own camp. Only watch one camp. Only be part of one camp. Only be taught by one person, right? That's what I'm saying. I hope this lesson was edifying. I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Bakakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles, the GMS who I learned from. Shalom to those for the preaching his word in truth and sincerity, and to you ribs, to you sisters out there learning in silence and staying in order. I say to you all, Shalom.